guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Blood Daz.
I'm Gaynor.
Office Blood Aidan.
Here we are, three of us. Flyovers. I love a flyover.
Is that like the red arrows?
Yeah, you get like, I think in America it's Blue Angels, or it's the different sort of like types of people that fly with. Sometimes it's like the stealth that flies over.
The Red Bull Air
like
Race.
What is it, the B2 bomber or B, whatever bomber it is, that's like that stealth looking aircraft.
Yeah.
They have them that fly over, and I just think it gives me goosebumps when I see that.
We have a friend whose son is really into aircraft, and he goes all over the, well, over the country, really. You
just can't beat. You can't. It's just one of them things when you see them, they're just very like impressive. And in the USA, when they do them, it's very like patriotic.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they do them at like big games, and they've got big flag.
Yeah, when it goes over the sports or like sports stadium,
they've got
I
massive
do
flag
like that.
going. They've got the national anthem blaring out, and then whoosh, fly over.
I wasn't really thinking they were easy though, to be honest.
Yeah, these are more difficult than you think. This is Growl Jams. We've done a couple of his videos, haven't we? Let's go.
Welcome aboard. Today we're the right wingman in the Diamond Formation, overflying downtown Corpus Christi, setting up for the opening day flyover of Whataburger Field, which is the proud home of the Corpus Christi Hooks, a AA farm team for the Houston
I love
Astros.
that, doing flyovers.
Our goal
AA
is
baseball
to fly
team.
in this Diamond Formation, directly over home plate, just as the national anthem finishes.
Ah, there you go.
This was a team effort and a lot went into it. Buckle up. I'll break it down. In front of the whiteboard is Shame. He's the flight lead today, aka Rusty11, and he's got the plan. Here's what we're doing. All right, we're going to take off from NAS Kingsville South Flow. We're going to make a right-hand turn and fly about 40 miles to the northeast to our cap point, which is on the Whataburger Field 069 radio for 12 nautical miles. From there, we'll communicate with Rusty22, who will be on the field to make sure they overfly him and home plate within 5 seconds of the national anthem finishing.
Accurate.
Sounds easy enough, right? Stay tuned. There's one major hiccup that'll make this pretty interesting. All right, with a thorough understanding of the plan, it's time to walk to the jets. Down the ladder well, through the hangar bay, and into maintenance control. And now we're signing for the jets. Before we sign, we've got to read the ADB. Hey, Dave. To make sure the jet's up and airworthy. And now we're walking to the PR shop to get our flight gear on. Fashion show. Here we go. G-suit on, gloves on, harness on, looking good. Time for roll call. That's me. How you doing? There's Shame. Drama. Clover. There's the new guy. He has no name. And there's Bimmy. Bimmy, say something.
For the books and the covers.
Opso. And that skirt. Hey, put that down. Here we go. Time to walk to the jet. And that's our chariot for today, side 204. Bruh. A close fist to the plane captain signals it's time to start the motor. There it goes. And now our displays come on. And it's time for taxi. Before we can taxi the runway, we're going to make a right-hand turn underneath that sunshade and get our final checks where the maintainers are going to give us one last look to make sure that our pins are pulled, our panels are closed, our flaps are down, no leaks, no indications of fire, and our jet's ready to go fly.
It's mad to go in one of
Yeah.
these.
And stop. We set our parking brake and put our hands up. With our final checks complete, we'll release our parking brake and slowly pull forward as we make a left-hand turn out to the Marshall area and wait for the other three jets. Then we'll call for taxi. Here we go.
Rusty 11, Kingsville Crown. Good afternoon. Runway 17 right, taxi Bravo, cross 13 right, 13 left, no Bravo.
What? I
And
know.
now
I'd
it's
be
on.
like,
You
what
say
do
that again? Pardon?
I'd be a shit pilot, mate.
I would as well.
I'd just be like, you have to go like.
You know, like when you look at like when you go into a
You have to have that voice, don't you?
Yeah.
Just flying over.
why have I forgot what the front of the plane's called?
Cockpit.
The cockpit. Yeah, when you go in there, like the amount of buttons that are in there, and like
Yeah.
what you saw on there before. Surely there's like, does every single button actually do something? Like
I'm sure
surely
it does.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Yeah, they don't think they're just like, nah, they don't do
not.
shit.
No,
Then
yeah.
put them in anyway.
It seems like that though, because
Even on the dial, it looked like it had the Whataburger logo, right?
The tower, runway 17 right, wind 1705, clear for takeoff, change to departure. Yeah. Rusty 1, we're clear for takeoff on 7 right, switch and tip. Rusty, 4 o'clock.
All right, we're all taking the runway now in a tactical banana formation where all the pilots are pulled forward just enough so they can all see the head and the arm signals from the lead pilot. We're doing a 7-second go today, so the lead aircraft will go. Dash 2 will wait 7 actual seconds, then go. And 3 will go 7 seconds after 2, and 4 will go 7 seconds after 3. Almost time. Get some.
It's impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Love it.
I'd get too giddy and count too fast.
I don't think they just counted in their
Fire
head.
speeds alive or off the peg. There's 100 knots. 120. Going flying. Gear up,
Bit
flaps up,
wobbly.
and it's time to join on lead. Now we're all joined up into an echelon left formation where you can see NAS Kingsville right underneath Dash 2 is that white and orange aircraft directly on the right side. You can see Dash 1 in the Texas livery further to the right.
Yeah.
In a sec, you'll see Dash 4 on our left-hand side in the cruise position. Now we're just hanging out in this formation until the lead crosses us and Dash 4 under to balance it out. You can see that we balanced out the formation with Dash 2 on the left side and Dash 3 and 4 on the right
It's like
side
they're just hovering.
as we fly up the southeast side of Corpus Christi northbound and wait to hear from Rusty 22 with some live intel from the field. Check out off our left wing, you can see Whataburger Field right underneath that crane on the inlet to Corpus Christi Bay. And just a little to the right or north of that, you can see the USS Lexington, CV-16, aka the Blue Ghost, that was decommissioned in 1991 and has since been turned into a museum. All right, we're about 15 minutes out from the national anthem. Time to check in.
Everything is on time.
All right, we're just going to hang out here in a racetrack orbit near our cap point and work our timing problem, which I'll talk to in a sec, while the trailing 2 Commodore throws out the opening pitch. All right, let's take a second and talk about how we're going to work the timing today. It's 12 nautical miles from our cap point to Whataburger Field. Since we're flying at 240 knots ground, that should take us 180 seconds, or 3 actual minutes to go from our cap to home plate. Now, the national anthem should take 90 to 97 seconds to sing. So we want to position ourselves past the cap point, at the IP or initial point, which is 6 miles from Whataburger Field, at the moment the national anthem starts. This will give us 90 seconds till our TOT over home plate, and will give us plenty of opportunity to work with Rusty 22 on the field to make sure the timing works out perfectly. All right, we've been holding for about 10 minutes, and it's just about time to kick this thing off as we finish our final turn towards the cap point, then to the IP. Meanwhile, on the field, the Hooks are announcing their opening day lineup. And hack. We've just pushed on time from our cap point towards the IP, then to Whataburger Field. In a moment, you'll see us do a configuration change where we'll extend our speed brakes and drop our hooks and push the
Delivery on
power
that
up a
Texas
little.
one's
I know.
mint, innit?
So these jets will be as loud as they can possibly be as they overfly home plate. All right, our boards are out, our hooks are coming down, and Dash 2 and 3 are snuggling up while 4 slides into the slot position to complete the diamond formation. Now it's time for an update from Rusty 22 from the field. All right, we're at our first decision point for Rusty 11. Since we've already pushed, and we know we're at least 20 to 30 seconds early, you'll see here in a sec, Rusty 11 will elect to make a series of S-turns and bring back the power a little to slow our downrange travel and make up that lost time. Our next checkpoint will be at the IP. That's when the national anthem should be starting, and that's when we should be 90 seconds out from home plate. So once we hit the IP in a moment, we'll confirm with Rusty 22 whether the national anthem has started. So we're now at the IP, flowing towards Whataburger Field, and we just got word that the national anthem hasn't started. Not only that,
Yeah.
we don't know when it's going to start. Drastic action needs to be taken. And now you'll see Rusty Flight get our speed brakes in and make a 70-degree angle of bank right-hand turn at 2 Gs for 360 degrees in order to make this timing work out. Leads way up on the power, Dash 2 and 3 are barely hanging on, and Dash 4 is falling behind, without the power available to keep up in the turn. We're close enough now that the people at the field can just break us out if they knew we were coming. Meanwhile, as Rusty 22 keys the mic from the field, we've got confirmation that the national anthem has started, and we're about halfway through. Time to wrap this turn up. Now Rusty 11's trying to be as smooth as he can possibly be, with about 40 degrees worth of turn remaining. Our boards are extended again, as well as our hooks are down, and now we're coming up on the power, trying to get up into a good position. This jet has a tendency to buck up every time the speed brakes are extended. And now that's our cue to snuggle up. We start to creep in. Dash 2 on the other side starts to creep in as well, and Dash 4 in the slot brings it in nice and tight. Let's switch to the slot cam for the best angle.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Looking good, and we're just a little behind timeline, so we're pushing up the power. Flying in.
Bang on.
Yeah.
That was nuts. We've been practicing looking good all day, and we got one more cool thing to do, and that's land from the diamond formation at Corpus Christi International, or KCRP, and then bust her to the game. Here we go. Stick with me. We're going to switch jets a few times so I can show you exactly how this break works out. The first thing we need to do is get Dash 4 to cross under from the outside of the formation to the slot to complete the diamond formation. The first jet to break is going to be Dash 2 or the left wingman. There he goes. 4 seconds later will be Dash 4, which is the jet that we're currently in. Now we'll switch perspectives to Dash 3 or the right wingman, and we'll watch Dash 1 break. 4 seconds later, go. Now we land in that order. And now we've got a quick taxi off of runway 13 to Atlantic Aviation, where we'll shut down his division. Now high fives, handshakes, and how you doings for everyone. Nice job, fellas. Cheers. Welcome to Growl Jams.
Brilliant.
That was
Yeah.
epic. That was pretty dope.
Yeah.
It's cool, isn't it?
I need him to read me bedtime stories.
Yeah. Do you know what I liked about that though? He's like, it's a double A game.
Yeah.
It's not even MLB.
Yeah.
It's like
That's what I'm saying.
That's the patriotism they've got
Yeah.
there, when it's just like, it's they've got the national anthem blaring out. You got a flyover from the Navy. I assume the Navy, right? Because we've done Growler Jams before. He's been on ships, hasn't he?
It says Navy on the side of the plane.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that logo is that Navy as well, a logo.
Star.
Yeah, do they all have each?
I'm not 100%.
I'm not
Do
sure.
each of them have a
yeah.
logo like the Army, Navy, and what's it? It could just be the US military.
Yeah.
But it was just cool the way they did it, right?
Yeah.
The way they just pulled it off, and everything was perfect.
I thought they were going to be lower, to be honest.
I did as well. I thought they were going to be
I thought
lower.
that as well, yeah. Yeah,
I
same.
wonder if when it's crowds like that, they're not allowed to be.
It had the right
Unless
impact.
it's just like the stadium wasn't that high, so it
Yeah.
seemed like it was
Yeah.
lower.
It had the right impact though, didn't it? Imagine being at games like that, they just have a massive flyover like that. It's like, I've only ever seen it with I've seen the Red Arrows a few times, and I've seen like big planes do a flyover within Etihad and stuff like that, where they've done a flyover for the Formula One.
Yeah.
But it's dead impressive, I think.
We've seen the Red Bull Air Race as well.
We've been the Red Bull Air Race. That's not really a flyover. That's just crazy people trying to do stunts in
Yeah.
shitty planes, like just risking everything.
Yeah.
So like, just
Yeah.
like climbed an eye like on a little propeller plane. But this is impressive. Yeah, very impressive. Well done. All right.
Yeah, very good.
Buzzing. Hope you guys enjoyed that as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Cheers.